lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again. Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section. She call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want, and laughs all day. Look on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, ain't back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want, and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, is somebody hurt? Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with Shay.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. On Shay's tube, she back again.
It's late night with Shay.
Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. Now you thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. And you thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Yeah.
All right, all right. Happy and blessed Tuesday, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Guys, on Mondays, I told you guys we're going to start doing missing people cases. And tonight we are going to be talking about Rebecca K. Park, her case. This lady is 22 years old, and she was pregnant when she became missing. And so we're going to go over that case tonight, and we're going to still do a couple of viral videos and a little breaking news, and that will be it. Let me go ahead and do that copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Okay, I just wanted to make sure everything was good. Okay, that entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area, and part of it is scrolling across my screen right there. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this content tonight, make sure that you thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. Also, if you want to show additional support for this channel, feel free to do a super sticker, super chat, Cash App donation at $ShadesTube, or copy yourself a membership for only $4.99 per month. All right, thank you guys so much. Now let me take that down. Thank you, Jermaine, for being here. And we're not going to be here long tonight for real, guys. An hour and 10 minutes. You know, I'm kind of late. I had a lot of things to do tonight and stuff, so sorry about that. You know, let me change this header right here real quick. Let me change this banner. That's what I was meaning to say. Okay. Anyway, y'all, if you are at work, watch and you can listen to me on the download. If you are at home, keep on relaxing in your bed, and let's check out what Shades 2 got to say tonight. You say take it down, it's not right. Why you say that? What you mean it's not right? I'm gonna leave this up here. What are you talking about? I put it up there like that on purpose. You cannot do this as an overlay. Overlay is only for pictures, okay? Okay, now, anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started, okay? So we can go ahead and finish this live. All right, let me go ahead and get my notes and everything. So like I said, let me go ahead and put this banner up real quick. And let me also turn my music on in the background, man. I was like, what happened to the music? Let's see. Let's put this on. I wish StreamYard would change this music. We're going to leave it on that. Then let me do the banner real quick. Let me put this up here. So again, every Monday we're going to be talking about missing people. On Tuesday is true crime. Okay, true crime Tuesdays. Wednesday is whatever. Thursday is my crazy crime day. Where I tell you guys about some crazy crimes, okay? And I got one for you guys tonight. I mean, this Thursday, y'all gonna be tripping when y'all hear about it. And then Friday, hold on. It's my code. I hate when these people be asking me all this daggone question. I forgot my pen number is. Let's see. Okay, I'll do this later. Shit. Damn, what's up, man? And then on Fridays, you know, we got Fuck Me Friday. So every day except Wednesday, we have a theme, okay? That's all right. Jermaine, it still look cute like that. I like the checker patterns. Okay. I like the checker. That's cute. If I all right. So I couldn't get in that WhatsApp. Let me go in my other one, man. WhatsApp with these damn passcodes. I don't even know why I put one up there. Anyway, like I said, oh, I forgot to do the banner. That's right. Hold on, let me put this up here. Let's take this mess down. Let me put her name up here real quick, y'all. And thanks for that background, that slash overlay, Jermaine. Okay, now, and let me turn the music down just a tad. It's a little bit high. I need to put it at about 10. Okay, now let me go back up here and show this. All right, so we're going to be talking about the missing case of Rebecca K. Park. Okay, let me get her information here. So I'm going to pull up some videos on here so you guys can see her as well. Let me just go over here and show y'all real quick. Hold on, what she looks like. I don't want to show it on my screen like I usually do. You know, let me just show you on here. Oh my God, this is people, man. We'll never have the right people. That's not the lady right here either. That's not her. Look like her, but it's not her. That may be her though. So I'm trying to get a picture on here. As you can see, they have a lot of people talking about it. This is her. This is the one I have right here. So we are going to keep that pause like that, okay? So this is who I'm talking about. This lady right here, Rebecca K. Park. Okay. This lady is a Michigan woman who is 2 weeks away from giving birth. She disappeared according to authorities. Okay, so she was 38 weeks pregnant. She was last seen in a Cadillac in Boone Township area. Now, Richard Fowler, who is Park's fiance, says she has not been seen since entering a black sedan at her mom's house. So let's see here. She was last seen around 11:30 p.m. local time on Monday, November the 3rd. She is 22 years old. Let's see. Now, they said that her fiance told 9 and 10 News that his partner of more than 2 years was last seen entering the passenger seat of a dark-colored vehicle at her mother's house on South 21 and a half Road in Boone Township. The fiance said his girlfriend told her mom, "Hold on, I got somebody to pick me up. This is just something I have got to do. I'm sorry." After entering the sedan, her fiance said nobody's heard from her since. Her phone was found on a two-track across the street from her mom's. And anybody that knows Becca, she don't go nowhere without her phone, says her fiance. Her fiance does not know who Park left with, according to 9 and 10 News. He said he and Park are always in contact. So Park is due on November the 18th, which is today. Her fiance said, "Me, her mom, and sisters, we have all been calling the hospitals. I just want to know that she's safe. Our son is safe." Park is 5'2" and she weighs about 140 pounds. She was last seen wearing a black coat, light blue jeans, a pair of gray shoes, and she was carrying a black bag. Anyone with information about Park is asked to call Wexford Central Dispatch at 231-779-9211. Again, 231-779-9211, and request to speak to a Wexford County deputy. Okay, now let's go into a little bit more detail about this lady. Who was in that car? Hey, Tony Bass, thank you so much for being here. I know, November the 18th. So, do y'all believe that she got into a dark color sedan at her mom's house? And if she did, do they have a ring camera, or anything like that? So, or any of the neighbors have a ring camera that they could have possibly caught this person picking her up? And who would she be going off with? Okay, let's see what else we got here. Let's pull this open. Hold on, you guys. Let me open this file up. Okay, let's see here. So here's a case overview, okay? So they said, given the extremely advanced stage of her pregnancy, the circumstances surrounding her disappearance are especially alarming. Now, who would have taken this girl, this young lady, and for what purpose? So they do have cameras, huh? But they're not working. Okay? So what's the purpose of having them? Anyway, let's see. So here's a timeline of events. On November the 3rd, 2025, at 11:30 p.m., Rebecca is last seen at her mom's house on South 2.5 Road in Boone Township, Michigan. She reportedly tells a witness, "Hold on, I got somebody picking me up. This is something I've got to do. I'm sorry." Now, shortly after, Rebecca enters a dark colored sedan. Her fiance, Richard Fowler, states he does not know who picked her up. The same night, Rebecca's phone is discovered abandoned on a rural two-track road across from her mother's house. This road is remote, unlit, and has minimal traffic. November the 4th through 6th, family and friends attempted to contact her. No digital activity is detected on her accounts. November the 7th through the 10th, local authorities and volunteers began searching, including K9 trackings, drones, and off-road units. On November the 11th, Wexford County Sheriff's Office releases a public message urging Rebecca to contact them, stating she is not in trouble. November the 12th, the sheriff reports no new evidence. The reward for information reaches $12,000. November the 13th to present, they are still searching for her. No confirmed sightings, suspects, or confirmed communications from Rebecca. Okay. So let's see. So her fiance, Richard Fowler, he claims Rebecca never indicated distress or intent to leave permanently. Reports he does not know the identity of the driver of the sedan she entered. Rebecca's mother, last known adult to see Rebecca alive. Her home is central to the timeline. Then you have the Wexford County Sheriff's Office, lead investigators. They have the contact number and all that. Then you got search volunteers, the NGOs, multiple civilian units involved in terrain searches on ground. So the physical evidence and known clues is that, number one, the car, a dark sedan. They did not see a plate number. They did not see the driver. They said it's a dark colored, possibly an older model car. And they claimed that vehicle, the person in that vehicle picked her up late at night. So then you have the abandoned phone. It was found, hold on, y'all, I got to go back. That's why I don't like these damn things. Hold on. Let's get back to the abandoned phone. Okay, so the abandoned phone was found across from the mother's house on a two-track road. Okay, no reported fingerprints. Anyway, they were disclosed to the public if they did find some fingerprints. No recent calls or messages. They said it could indicate a struggle, force, or intentional separation from her device. So her pregnancy status is that she was near full term, high medical risk if missing without prenatal care. Limited mobility means long distance walking unlikely. So they said she had about $2,000 cash on hand. They said that could allow movement without digital tracking. Why did she have $2,000 on her? Just cash. That's weird. Okay. So here are some possible scenarios. Voluntary departure. But they said that's unlikely because of her being, almost full-term pregnancy. Also, they said because her phone was found and a lack of preparation. But the thing about it, though, why did she have $2,000 on her? So they said she could have, scenario B is coerced departure, meaning someone could have made her leave. Okay. Scenario C is kidnapping or foul play. The reason being because the phone was found, a late night pickup, and zero trace strongly aligned with forced disappearance. But if she voluntarily got inside of a car, if that's true, who was that? Why come no one knows who she talks to if they, be around her, especially her being, pregnant and so far along? So scenario D is organized transport. The cache suggests possible pre-arranged transport, but lack of communication contradicts this, unless she wanted to leave willingly. Okay. That's crazy. I'm just trying to see why would she have, the $2,000 on her. Usually you don't walk around with $2,000 on you. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. So they're looking at the statement that the witness claims she said when she said, "This is something I've got to do." They said that raises key questions like, number one, did she feel obligated to someone that she needed to meet them and possibly give them some money for something? Uber, you say, is it possible she called an Uber? Right, an Uber. Because who was the black car? And did they call Uber up to find out if she called them and had someone pick her up? Because there would be traces of that. And also, if she did call Uber, they would have found that on the phone. Even if you delete that, the calls will still be there if you, what do you call that? Subpoena the phone records, okay? They said, was she meeting someone secretly? That's another thing. I don't want to say no crazy stuff because this lady is missing, okay? So we're going to just leave that right there. I'm not a YouTuber that does that, okay? I'm going to just tell y'all that straight up. I'm going to change this real quick. So if she was meeting someone secretly, why? Why? I'm going to let you guys ask those other questions in the comment section, okay? Was she under emotional or psychological pressure? Well, you know what? Her mom didn't say she was. They didn't say she was acting, weird or abnormal or she was sad or anything. Her fiance didn't say that or anything. So I don't know about that one. Was she planning something related to the pregnancy? Like what? What could she be planning that is related to the pregnancy with her being so far along? You see, the $2,000 that she had on her raises questions to me because I'm still trying to figure out why would she have $2,000 on her, okay? And then she got in that black car and left, never to be seen again, so close to her due date. Now, like I told you before, her fiance denies knowing who picked her up. They said no known friends have identified the driver. That's crazy. Let's see what else we have. So that area where she got picked up at has dense woods, private properties, low visibility roads, 2-track trails with minimal infrastructure. And it'd be very cold out there in the fall. So, I mean, they have already searched that entire area. No traces. So what happened to this lady? The car she got into, if this is true, I wish the cameras worked. It's so weird, but so we can basically have a video of the car that she got inside of, if that's true. Because we don't even know for sure if that's true. Did they see tire, track marks or anything on the ground that indicates that a car was there? So let's see here. So like they said, they did the ground search, they did drones, K9, the dogs, public appeals, they gave out a reward, everything, nothing. They didn't see no plate number on the car, no digital trace, no surveillance cameras, no nothing. So we need to ask these questions out loud, okay? Who was the driver of the dark sedan? Was it an Uber? You said her mom and her who? Her mom and her did not have a good relationship. Is it possible that something else happened to this lady? Something a little bit more sinister. So again, who was the driver of the dark sedan? Was it an Uber or some other cab? And if it was, did the police contact Uber? And why was the phone abandoned? What was the purpose of the late night meeting? Did anyone see the car before or after the pickup? Was Rebecca communicating with anyone privately? Were there previous arguments or any type of stress that she was going through? Has any medical facility reported unaccounted labor? Could the cash indicate planning or coercion? Hold on. So let's see here. You said her boyfriend is a registered ex-offender, and her boyfriend is her mom's ex-boyfriend. That is crazy, man. So her boyfriend is her mom's ex-boyfriend. That's what I'm trying to say. I really don't want to say it, but you know where I'm going with this. Okay. Did a car actually pick her up? All right. A black sedan. That's the first question. And if so, you mean to tell me nobody in the vicinity saw a black sedan driving anywhere? And no one in that vicinity has cameras that are working? I know it's rural and things like that, but it has to be other houses somewhere. Also, could there be some resentment between the mom and the daughter? Was there? My gosh, these people, you saying the mom's current boyfriend is a registered ex-offender too. That's allegedly, okay? We're going to say allegedly to everything. That's crazy. So her mom has a new boyfriend, so it probably wouldn't be no resentment as far as her being with her mom's ex-boyfriend. But then again, you never know. You never know. Okay? Let's see here. So she was 2 weeks from giving birth at the time she disappeared. Okay? If she was planning on leaving on her own with $2,000, why would she do it right before birth? You would think that if she was planning on leaving on her own, she would have left a long time earlier. She would have left earlier, like when she was probably a month, 2 months pregnant or something like that. Why wait until you're about to give birth in a couple of weeks? Also, if she was planning on leaving herself, there is no way her phone would have been abandoned. I mean, she could abandon the phone because she does not want anyone to find her. But why would you just drop it on the ground? If you were abandoning your phone yourself, you could just basically take out the SIMs card, right? Get a new SIM card. That way, no one could contact you. Because it changes the number and everything, I believe, if I'm correct. So you wouldn't necessarily have to get rid of that phone. And even if you did have to get rid of it because you may can still trace it, I don't know. I don't think she would have just dropped it on the ground. She could have basically took the SIM card out, disposed of it or whatever, kept it if she wanted to or whatever, and just basically throw the phone in the garbage can. Why drop it on the ground if she left on her own? Also, who was the driver in that car? You said number one suspect. Some people on social media said she might be hiding so CPS doesn't take her child as soon as it is born. I don't know. $2,000. Okay. Why come she didn't take her boyfriend with her? It's kind of weird that no one saw the car, no license plate number, you didn't see the person in the car, just nothing. No type of communication, just nothing. This girl just disappeared, just vanished into thin air, into the dark night. Nothing. Okay, nothing. And today is her due date. So that means that she's going to have the baby. So where would she be, having a baby at? And the only other thing I can think of too is if somebody actually harmed her. Okay, if she did get into a car and possibly somebody she could have got entangled with or whatever, I don't know. And she maybe was getting ready to give them that money, right? For whatever reason. And then they possibly could have unalived her. That could be another scenario. Hopefully it's not the case. Hopefully she did just leave. Okay, hopefully she did just leave for whatever reason. So let's go over here. That's what I said. It might not have never been a car. And that could be another scenario. What if they harmed her for her baby, took her baby, and unalived her? That would be crazy. So, but you do hear stories like that all the time. You really do. That's crazy. But still, if someone did this right here, right, that means it would have to be someone that she talked to or knows someone. Because if they're telling the truth about the car thing, clearly it was somebody that she knew or she was familiar with, right? And she said it's just something she got to do or something. I'm sorry, it's just something I got to do. If this is true, what did she have to do? Honestly, I don't even believe that right there at all. Do you guys believe she said that? So close to being giving birth? The $2,000, okay, is what really leaves me with a question mark. Because why did she have that $2,000? Okay, let's go to social media and see what they're talking about. Did you say you sent me some videos, Jermaine, too? Let me mute this real quick. Hold on, you guys. It definitely is. I mean, it's so many different things. I don't want to think about, somebody harming her for a child or somebody unaliving her. I'm hoping that she did just take off. But with $2,000, I mean, how far are you going to get with that? It somewhat makes me think that she was giving that money to someone, because what are you going to do with $2,000? It's not like she 15 years old. You know how kids be, they be like, oh, $2,000 is a lot of money. She's 22. She knows that $2,000 is not really that much money if you're trying to just like escape, especially, with a baby. Okay. And then why would she leave so close to her due date? I mean, that does not even make any sense. Okay, let's do this. Let's go over here to my messages. Let's listen to this right here. I can't even get the daggone. This thing ain't even playing. Oh, y'all. Okay, here it is.
Okay, let me play you the clips from the news interview that Rebecca's mom and her sister gave. Let me know what you think at the end.
So close. Did she try to come here and knock on the door and I didn't hear her? A million thoughts ran through my head on why it would be there. It's like, Mom, hold up. I got somebody coming. I'm like, what do you mean you got somebody coming? And she's like, I got somebody coming to get me.
Courtney says soon a black car with tinted windows she's never seen before pulls up.
She got out of the car, turned around, opened the door back up. She's like, Mom, I'll be back. And she got in the car. They crept up by my truck real slow. And by the time they got to the front of my truck, they took off.
Courtney says she and Becca have a somewhat rocky relationship. Becca was in foster care in her youth, but she loves Becca and was looking forward to her grandson's birth. A $10,000 reward is being offered from a family friend for any information leading to her safe return.
The detective is coming out today, and we are going to go through all the tips that have come in, what he thinks he should chase down, and what he just thinks he should disregard. Because there is hundreds of tips coming in.
She's so pretty too.
But nothing that's solid.
Becca's younger half-sister, Kimberly Park, says they're close.
We talk at least 2 to 3 times a day, if not more.
Kimberly says she doesn't know what to think. She says Becca has disappeared before, but she usually kept in contact with someone.
I honestly try not to think about what happened. I mean, she's disappeared before, but someone always knew where she was. And it was usually me hiding her out.
She hopes that's what's happened in this case, but Becca needs to contact her.
This is not good.
Bugs me every day. I'm losing sleep.
Okay, let me play you the clips from the news interview.
Let me see what some of these people are saying in this comment section. Somebody said they do not believe none of them. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I don't believe the car situation, okay? Okay, I do not believe that. Because how the hell a car is picking up your daughter and you don't go out there to look out the window to see who it is? All of that. You would try to see who it is. You would also look at the license plate number. Me, I would be walking to the door to the car to see who the person is in there. Right. Let me see what this person is, what she said.
Okay, let me play you the clips from the news interview that Rebecca's mom
we just
and
saw
her
that one, okay? And then this is the same thing. Let's see what it is.
It's giving Chris watch.
A discovery
watch this.
that's only added to her family's fear. just keep telling myself every minute that she's gonna be found. Her and little man are gonna be safe, okay. Having problems sleeping because for the last 2 years, every night, she's the one I was laying in bed next to.
Fowler says he knew something was wrong right away.
I tried to call her a few times because I didn't get no messages, call from her, nothing. And it's just not like her because we're together 99% of the time. When we're not, you can ask anybody. We're always on our phones messaging each other, letting us know, each other know what's going on.
Friends say Rebecca never went anywhere alone. And if something didn't feel right, she had a plan.
I know that Rebecca don't go nowhere by herself. I know that me and Rebecca and Paige have had a thing in mind for at least 6 years now, that if something was to go wrong, we have Rebecca's okay to call the cops and have them come look for her.
Now, they're pleading for anyone with information to come forward. A reward of $10,000 is now in.
Yeah, so that is giving Chris Watt all over again, in my opinion. Do you remember when he did the police interviews? They came to the house, they were looking for Shanann, and something was off. He couldn't fake the emotion. He was trying to fake emotion of being concerned for his pregnant wife and his children, but you can't pull emotion when you're guilty of something. You can't fake something or force it to feel authentic and real if you've had a hand in either their disappearance or knowing where they are, right? Like if you actually know what happened or you had a hand in them disappearing in the first place, you can't really pull that emotion out. You can't fake it till you make it in a situation like that. In this situation, we're talking about a 22-year-old girl who is literally full-term pregnant, about to give birth any day. And she went missing on November 3rd. And the best you could come up with was like, yeah, it's just so weird. Like, you know, I sleep with her every night. It's just been so hard. And it's like, where's the urgency at the fact that she is due to have a child any day? And at this point in time where we are this week would be past her due date and or any day now. The scenarios that would be playing in my mind, in any man's mind, you think would be more urgent, more alarming, and more authentic. Yeah, it felt weird. Now, I also seen that somebody pulled up his criminal record, and I believe that he's 40 something years old, and it showed a picture of him, 44 years old, somewhere around that, and also is a registered schmeck offender. Someone want to confirm that for me down below? Yeah, this is not good. I really hope that she is found. I hope someone knows something, comes forward with something, and in the meantime, let me know what you think, because it's one of those situations, again, it's like Chris Watt, it's like Stephen Stearns, Jen Soto. It's like you see those interviews on TV and you're like, something isn't right. They know something. You cannot fake certain emotion in certain situations. And this is heavy. Like we're talking about someone who's about to give birth. Like, hello, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Now, I am going to pray that they find her safely, and I'm going to pray that everything is okay with her and baby. I'm going to hope to God that, like, best case scenario is she went and is laying low somewhere because she just wasn't feeling safe in her environment for whatever one reason. I don't know. But, like, I'm fingers crossed that that's what this outcome is, and we are not looking for a woman and child who are no longer here, because something is really, really off with this situation. It's giving Chris Watt.
Think about it. How do we know, like you just said, Jermaine, and Tony, she's been missing since the 6th of November. How do we know if she even got inside of a car? Okay. And how do we know they didn't do anything to her together and covering for each other? Okay. Because that's, like, I'm not saying that they did do anything to her. I'm just saying, how do we know that something like that did not happen for whatever reason? Let's see what these people are saying. So they said, so this lady over here said, I just went down a rabbit hole and it was gnarly. Her baby dad is the ex-boyfriend of her own mother, and the last person to see her was her mom. After she told Rebecca to come to her house to pick up some money that the late grandma left her. So that's why she had the 2,000. Also learned that this is the third baby and others were taken from her. There is so many possibilities, none of them good. So she, wait, what? This is her third baby? So where are the other kids at? So her other kids were taken from her. So this is her third baby. So she got 2 other kids who were taken from her. Somebody said it sounded like the mom did it to rob her of her money she was left. But why would she have to unalive her to rob her for that money? Because she said that her mom called her over there to pick up some money that her late grandma left her. If her mom wanted the money, she didn't even have to disclose to her that her grandmother left her any money. Also, she didn't have to give her that money. You see what I'm saying? At all. So I don't know. I mean, about $2,000. Yeah, $2,000. I don't know if I believe that if they did do it for that just 2,000. I mean, it's possible. So let's see what else. Well, I'm just looking at these comment sections now. So he had charges back in 2003, 2005, and 2015. He had incapacitated. How do you say incapacitate? Capitate? I don't know how you say that. With the victim. I don't even know what that means. Let's see. Some of these people in these comments be knowing a lot of stuff. That's why I be reading it. Somebody said, I bet her mom and ex-boyfriend unalived her. I don't want to really be saying that, but you never know. You said, but there was no money. What you mean? They said that she had $2,000 on her. Okay. And they definitely think that boyfriend is guilty. They said he's shaking his head no the entire time he's talking, which means he's lying. Her mom saying that Rebecca had a plan in place if she went missing and suspect too. She already had a gut feeling that something was going to happen to her. That in itself is very telling. I pray she's found safe, and I'm wrong, but it's giving Scott and Chris all over again. Somebody says she's in the woods and he put her there. But they claim they checked that area, but even though it's kind of hard to check everything, I guess, because it's kind of dense, a lot of woods and things like that's probably hard, but somebody says he said that was as in past tense. Let's watch him again talk. All right. Hold on. Let's go back to him.
Let me play you the clips from the news interview that Rebecca's mom and her sister gave. Let me know what you think.
Let's look at them again.
Cell phone was so close. Did she try to come here and knock on the door and I didn't hear her? A million thoughts ran through my head on why it would be there. It's like, Mom, hold up. I got somebody coming. I'm like, what do you mean you got somebody coming? And she's like, I got somebody coming to get me.
Courtney says soon a black car with tinted windows she's never seen before pulls up.
She got out of the car, turned around, opened the door back up. She's like, Mom, I'll be back. And she got in the car. They crept up by my truck real slow. And by the time they got to the front of my truck, they took off.
Courtney says she and Becca have a somewhat rocky relationship. Becca was in foster care in her youth, but she loves Becca and was looking forward to her grandson's birth. A $10,000 reward is being offered from a family friend for any information leading to her safe return.
The detective is coming out today, and we are going to go through all the tips that have come in, what he thinks he should chase down, and what he just thinks he should disregard. Because there is hundreds of tips coming in.
She's so pretty too.
But nothing that's solid.
Becca's younger half-sister, Kimberly Park, says they're close.
We talk at least 2 to 3 times a day, if not more.
Kimberly says she doesn't know what to think. She says Becca has disappeared before, but she usually kept in contact with someone.
I honestly try not to think about what happened. I mean, she's disappeared before, but someone always knew where she was. And it was usually me hiding her out.
She hopes that's what's happened in this case, but Becca needs to contact her.
This is not good.
Bugs me every day. I'm losing sleep.
Okay, let me play you the clips from the
Alright.
news interview.
So let's see this husband talk again. Hold on. I know I played that twice. I was stepping out. So let's see this man talk again.
It's
Nearby
giving
two
Chris
track.
watch.
A discovery
Watch this.
that's only added to her family's fear.
Just keep telling myself every minute that she's gonna be found. Her and the little man are gonna be safe, okay. Having problems sleeping because for the last 2 years, every night, she's the one I was laying in bed next to.
Fowler says he knew something was wrong right away.
I tried to call her a few times because I didn't get no messages, call from her, nothing. And it's just not like her because we're together 99% of the time. When we're not, you can ask anybody. We're always on our phones messaging each other, letting us know, each other know what's going on.
Friends say Rebecca never went anywhere alone. And if something didn't feel right, she had a plan.
I know that Rebecca don't go nowhere by herself. I know that me and Rebecca and Paige have had a thing in mind for at least 6 years now, that if something was to go wrong, we have Rebecca's okay to call the cops and have them come look for her.
Now, they're pleading for anyone with information to come forward. A reward of $10,000
Let's
is
talk
now in.
about. Yeah, so that is giving Chris.
So, so what do y'all think? What do y'all think? This whole case is strange, like I said before, because again, nobody basically saw anything. They didn't see the person driving the car. How convenient. No license plate number. How convenient. Camera's not working. How convenient. And what's up with the $2,000? You said the mom and fiance seem unbothered. Yeah, the lady in the pink is, yeah, she definitely is. I know something sketchy about their mom. Okay. And their boyfriend. I'm just thinking though, what if there was never a car? Okay. Like you said, Jermaine. And what if they did something to her, right? I'm just saying, what if? But the weird thing though is, just say even if they did do something to her, right? So what did they do? And where's her body? Because the police searched everywhere. They searched everywhere. They searched all in that vicinity. They used drones, dogs, people, everything. Nothing. So that goes back to the car. Maybe there was a car, but who was the driver? Who's to say that her boyfriend wasn't the driver? I mean, wasn't the driver. Because where was he at when she was picked up? And Can somebody vouch for that? Now, we may all be tripping because they may not have had any involvement whatsoever. If the police already checked everything, and checked the boyfriend and the mom, alibis and things like that, then maybe there was a car. And somebody did pick her up. But the true question is, what was their purpose for them picking her up? And why did she take the money? And why was her phone found on the ground with no traces of anything on it? At least they haven't told us anything. They could have fingerprints and everything. Let me see what else we got here on TikTok about her. Then we're going to go to the next case. Let's see this.
Can somebody tell me why Rebecca K. Park's mother, her bio mother, is telling someone that her baby is in the NICU, born 3 months premature?
What?
Let's talk about it. Now, this message was sent by the bio mom, Courtney Bartholomew. Clearly, October the 29th, 2025, just 4 days before her 9-month pregnant daughter goes missing. She sends someone a message and says, and what is that we have a 3-week-old baby in the NICU. She goes on to say, oh, he's getting better day by day. And then she goes on to say, yes, he's breathing on his own and he's starting to gain weight.
What?
The problem with this is her daughter was 9 months pregnant, due to give birth on November the 18th. So how is Courtney, the mother, already had been pregnant and gave birth to a baby that was 3 months early in the NICU, when everybody on earth knows that's a lie? And so-called fiance Richard Fowler, who has been saying, where's my wife? And I miss her. And I'm out looking for her and I want her back. She's pregnant with my baby. He has been sending people messages, allegedly, for sexual favors.
What?
During the time that Rebecca has been gone missing.
What?
Why is Richie?
Let's read that. What? What? I'm scared to say anything about it because I don't want you to think I'm a bad person or something. Or I don't want you to say anything to anyone about it. But how would you feel about me asking for some sexy pictures? It's fine if you say no, but I just want to play with myself and look at them. I won't show or tell anyone. Hey, beautiful, how you doing today? I have a question. I hope you don't blink. That's crazy, man. How do they get these messages? Okay, go ahead.
Who loves his wife so much, sending someone a message saying, I'm scared to say anything about this because I don't want you to think I'm a bad person, but can I have some pics? What date is this sent, you say? A couple of days ago. Yes, I ain't looking for me. I've been doing everything in my power to help find her. I love the hell out of her. She's my wife. She's carrying my child, but yet he is propositioning other women for material. And something else, she wasn't reported missing at 8:30. That was the last time that she was seen on November the 3rd. In fact, at 11:30, Courtney claims that she starts calling Richard about the fact that her daughter had gotten into a dark vehicle. But look how many times she calls Richard. This is the actual call log. 11:07, 11:08, 11:09, 11:16, 11:17, 11:22, before the 11:30 mark, and also excessive. Why would you be calling over and over and over and over every single minute or 2 or 3 simply because your adult daughter got into a vehicle and left your home which she is allowed to do at 22 years old. It seems excessive right away. And let's talk about some of the evidence here that we haven't heard about before.
Wow.
They found her clothes, Rebecca's, in the back, shoved in the dirt by a white shed in the back of her house. So, interesting or a lie? There is so much here to uncover and talk about right away. And let's talk about some.
I know she has her or did something to her. They ground Becca's clothes in the back, shoved in the dirt by a white shed in the back of her effing house. Like the cops effing stupid. I overheard them. Damn. So they're telling you guys that them two did something to her. But maybe.
Of the evidence here that we haven't heard about before. They found her clothes, Rebecca's, in the back, shoved in the dirt by a white shed in the back of her house. So, interesting or a lie? There is so much here to uncover and talk about. You're not going to want to miss tonight's live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I got a whole bunch of more text messages and things to show to you and some more evidence that has come along. And we are together in an effort to search for and find safe Rebecca K. Park and her full-term, immediately due baby. It is up to us. Make sure to click and register for this event. It's free. You'll get a reminder. And I'm going live tonight with more evidence. So make sure you bookmark this so you can find your way back. Can somebody tell me why Rebecca?
So, damn, that's tripped out, man. So now, what do we think now? What do we think now? They said Courtney had a hysterectomy. So what do you guys think now? I hope they didn't do anything to this lady, this young lady, and the baby. Then the husband, boyfriend, whatever he is, up here asking someone to send Exy pictures so he can play with himself. If those are true text messages, that's crazy, you guys. Goodness. Okay. Let's see what else she got on this case. Let's see this one.
1, they have searched my property. 2, I didn't touch my daughter. And 3, we already know so that you're telling us, Araya.
And we got cameras watching the phone. Oh, you dumb.
You better watch it. Rusty, you better get your child under control because she's taking a mother's pain and turning it into a goddamn Araya. You don't have that actually you take care of. I do, unfortunately, that you don't have yours because you be a mom to yours. So you know what?
So this is the girl's mom talking to one of Rebecca's friends. Okay, let's rewind this and hear this again. All right.
1, they have searched my property. 2, I didn't touch my daughter. And 3, we already know so that you're telling us, Araya.
And we got cameras watching the phone. Oh, you dumb.
That's the boy.
So you better watch it. Rusty, you better get your child under control because she's taking a mother's pain and turning it into a goddamn Araya. You don't have that actually you take care of. I do, unfortunately, that you don't have yours because you be a mom to yours. So you know what? Bitch, you're getting an ass whooping, you keep it up. I'm not playing with you anymore. I already know the guy information. My daughter probably left rich. Y'all can't accept it. Get over it.
She left rich with $2,000. Okay.
That is what she did. That I'm happy for her. I just want to know where she's at and that she's okay. That's all that counts anymore. And you know what? You ever, I laid a hand on my daughter, Araya, so help me, God. You will not like me. Play with me.
Let's go. They said, how much money are we talking about? $2,000, unless it's more than $2,000, because she said she left rich. They said that inheritance is a lie. Okay, there's no money. Did we see the actual police report? Jermaine, did you pull up the police report? They said all the ex-offenders around her, she probably left willingly with that $2,000 to make a new life and try to get a new identity. That's what I hope and pray is happening, because it seems like her mother is a real piece of work, and so is the rest of her family. You're gonna need a little bit more than $2,000, a lot more. In order to start a new life, okay? I mean, come on now. Why would she leave so close to her due date and everything? I hope she did leave. I really do. I hope she did this on her own and somewhere, safe. I really do. Now that voicemail thing right there is a trip. Let's see what else we got here.
Can somebody tell me why Rebecca K. Park's mother?
We already seen that one. You saw that. Let's see. Let's see what they're saying right here.
It's this lady, she's 22 and her baby's her due date's November the 18th, and she's been missing since November the 3rd. So it's crucial that we get this story out and try to find her.
Park, who is now 39 weeks pregnant, is still missing.
Right, Tony, man, $2,000 is not that much money.
He has not been seen since November 3rd, 2025. So since my first video on this case, there have been a lot of shocking revelations that have come out. I've been seeing things posted on FB and the comments of posts. I have been being sent stuff. I'm going to try to break down everything as best as I can. So we were told that Rebecca was last seen by her mother at her mother's residence around 11:30 p.m. Her claims that she told her she just had to go and do something. She was picked up by someone in a dark colored vehicle and then left, never to be seen again. Well,
that sounds odd right there. Like I said, I hate to say it, but it sounds odd. It sounds like some shit somebody made up. You know what I'm saying? It may not be made up. I'm just saying it sounds like it, okay?
Learning that Rebecca was not actually close to her mother. Rebecca was only at her mother's house that night because her grandmother had recently passed away and left her some money, and she went to her mother's house to go and pick it up. Her mom told her, come over, pick it up, and that is what she did. We're also learning that Rebecca's mom has given inconsistent statements to law enforcement and people in her daughter's circle. First, she apparently said that Rebecca was picked up by a dark SUV down the street from her residence. Then she said that it was a Chevy Impala that picked her up right outside of the driveway. Then she started saying that it was a dark colored vehicle that she can't make out and that it was in the driveway, but it barely pulled up. Rebecca's mom also provided inconsistent inconsistent last seen clothing descriptions. First, she said that Rebecca was last seen wearing a black zip-up jacket, black shirt, and black sweatpants along with black boots. Then she said that Rebecca was wearing a black coat, light blue jeans, gray shoes, and carrying a black bag. Now, if the inconsistencies that Rebecca's mom, Courtney, has been providing are making you scratch your brain, there's also people who are calling her out on FB, claiming that she is bullying people who are trying to offer cash rewards for information pertaining to her daughter's whereabouts. Another person says, she used to be my sister-in-law and I wouldn't trust her as far as I can throw her. So Courtney, Rebecca's mom, is definitely giving off red flags. She's the last person to see her daughter alive, and she's being inconsistent with the things that she is saying. Is that due to nerves, or is that due to her trying to cover something? Now, if you guys thought all of that was crazy, wait until you hear this. This guy right here, Rich, Courtney's unborn baby's father, is actually the ex-boyfriend of her mother, Courtney. Yeah, you heard that right.
I just had a
Rebecca,
thought.
22 years old, is dating and pregnant by her mother's ex. But according to people in this circle, this is normal. Now, in addition to people calling out Rebecca's mother, Courtney, online, people are starting to come forward about Rich as well. One person in particular said, stop defending Rich. He was abusive to Rebecca. He beat her, cheated on her, used DRUGSs with her while pregnant. Everyone knew this and no one stopped it. And now she is missing. One person in the comments says, preach it. I have seen him do it. So there could be a couple of things going on here. Rebecca, who already has 2 other children that she does not have custody of, they were taken from her and adopted out, may be afraid that that is going to happen again. So she is now in hiding so that she can deliver her baby and keep her baby. Or 2, something happened to her as a result of foul play. And her mother and or her partner and her mom's ex has knowledge of that. You guys know I'm going to keep you guys updated as information comes out. So make sure you're following. Please continue sharing.
It's very, this lady, she's 22 and her baby is due, her due date's
Damn, y'all, we just found out a whole bunch of new information. Goodness. So the mom gave contradictory stories. She kept on changing the clothing, the car. I mean, all of that. All right. The boyfriend used to be her mom's boyfriend. He's 40-some years old. He beats, allegedly, this is all allegedly. He engages in domestic violence to the Rebecca. Some accounts said she had $2,000 on her. Some accounts said she didn't. It was a lie. I don't know. I mean, we could be wrong, but I just don't believe the mom in her husband, boyfriend, whatever he is. I just don't believe that story. I mean, you being a parent, even though your daughter's 22, she's pregnant, a couple weeks from giving birth, and she's telling you she's something she just got to do, or I'm sorry, or whatever, and get into a car, and you don't see the license plate number, you don't see who it is, you don't see anything. That's weird, you guys. It's very strange. And then you tell the police, allegedly, you give different clothing descriptions, different car descriptions, allegedly. And I'm thinking to myself, what if the mom called the daughter over there and they already had it planned to get rid of her? What if? I'm not saying that she did or anything like that. I'm just saying, what if? Because in all fairness, anything could have happened. Anything could have happened. Anything could have happened. I just don't believe, though, if someone picks someone up in a car, I don't believe the parent wouldn't go and look out the window to see who car your daughter is getting into, possibly look at the license plate, at least get a glimpse of it, okay? Get a glimpse of the driver and ask more questions. And also, why was her phone found on the ground? Yes, she could have put it there, you know, to make it look a certain way or whatever the case is. But, you know, I would think she would have thrown it in the garbage can if she was leaving of her own, or just turned it completely off. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Did the grandmother leave the money in the mattress or something? Who knows? And then this man got 1, 2, 3, 4 charges. And another one, I forgot what they said is called. Then the mom, allegedly her new boyfriend is an ex-offender, and the daughter's boyfriend, which was the mom's boyfriend too, first, he's an ex-offender. That's weird. The whole thing is strange. Then Rebecca's other 2 kids were adopted. Okay, so did they make babies before? Or is that by some other dude? Just so many unanswered questions. So many unanswered questions. Let me see if I can say anything else, and then we're going to leave this story and go ahead and look at some viral videos, breaking news, and then get out of here, okay? I was going to try to tell you guys 2 stories, but I think I'll just do one because, these cases be involved so much, you just can't overlook everything, you know what I'm saying? So let's see what else. Let me get off her stuff. So let's look at this real quick. She got a whole little sketch pulled out.
22-year-old Rebecca Park of Michigan is very much pregnant, very much missing, and the whole story is very much messy. Rebecca is 39 weeks pregnant, due next week, and has been missing since November 3rd. Rebecca was last seen November 3rd by her biological mom at her biological mom's house, and her mom claims that somebody in a black truck that she didn't recognize came to the house and picked up Rebecca, and Rebecca said she would be back, but then didn't come back. Rebecca has not used any of her financial cards since she went missing on November 3rd. However, it is said that she got $2,000 cash from the death of her grandmother, and that was on her the day that she went missing. Allegedly, supposedly. I don't know shit about that.
Wow.
She's also not used her cell phone since she went missing. However, that cell phone was recovered off the beaten path, if you will, near her mother's house where she was last seen. Here's where it gets really super messy, so much so that me and the research team had to make a fucking flow chart to play who's who in all of this.
Let's look at this.
Rebecca, the pregnant woman who is missing, is currently pregnant by Richard, who she's also allegedly engaged to. Richard also happens to be her biological mother's ex-boyfriend. And baby daddy fiance / mom's ex-boyfriend happens to be a registered SO. And Joseph here is also a registered SO who happens to have his current address listed as the same current address as missing Rebecca and baby daddy / mom's ex-boyfriend, Richard. So this SO might be the roommate of the other SO and the missing female. So our missing pregnant woman, her baby daddy and fiance, who's a registered SO, and their possible roommate, who's also a registered SO, and baby daddy is the ex-boyfriend of the missing girl's mom. Everybody with me? Rebecca's mom, who was the last person to see her alive, and also the ex-girlfriend of Rebecca's baby daddy, is currently married to Brad, who is also a registered SO. Then you have Rebecca's best friend, Paige, who's been active on social media about the disappearance of Rebecca, whose mother is Jennifer, who calls herself Rebecca's street mom, about the disappearance of Rebecca.
Now, I hope y'all can read this. Okay, that was okay.
Rebecca, whose mother is Jennifer, who calls herself Rebecca's street mom. And she too is a registered SO.
Damn.
And Jennifer is currently married to Isaiah, who is also a registered SO.
The hell?
So much going on here. No shortage of unreliable narrators in this story.
Damn.
Anyway, Thanks for choosing Facts Over Fuckery. Make sure to like and follow for more. And
like I said, like she said, all of this is allegedly, what we think and things of that nature. I hope she did just leave. I really do. With the $2,000, if there was actually a $2,000, that's crazy. And she has 2 boys, so it's not her first baby. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to be keeping you guys updated on this story. So wait a minute, it's another recording. Let's see what they're saying on this one.
Damn, don't you look foolish?
Oh, she's going to make this recording public. When she does, maybe I'll remember and come back and look at it.
You know you're right.
Okay. Well, I don't know when she's gonna put this up. She did it 7 hours ago. The recording. Okay. Maybe we can remember to go back to this one right here and see it. Let's see what the name of this. She was on a live TikTok session. Courtney Bartholomew. And then the biological mother was there. That's her right there, Courtney. And she was talking, So it's not public. She did a live, so I guess when the live was over, it went back private. That is a trip. But anyway, like I said, if I get any more updated information, I'll be checking. Me and Jermaine, I will let you guys know. But like I said, I don't know if I buy the car thing. It just seems kind of odd that someone would pick up your daughter and you don't go out. Even if you don't go outside, you can look out the window, to see who car she's getting into, possibly see who it is. You may not see the whole tag, but you may get some of the tag number. You know what I'm saying? And what about tire prints on the ground? Did the police see any tire prints? They said that no fingerprints on the phone, but they could have, fingerprints. They're just not releasing it to the public. Okay. What else? If she left on her own, why would she throw her phone down right there? It seems like she was grabbed or something. And when she was grabbed, her phone fell. But then again, you can question that because unless they went through her phone and erased it, deleted or whatever, everything, and then threw the phone down, and that could be a possibility. That could be a possibility. Then no surveillance cameras caught anything, even like driving in other areas, of the city. No surveillance cameras caught the car, a black sedan or whatever. It's just plainly weird. And what person would leave 16, 12 days, almost 2 weeks before your baby is supposed to be born? Who would leave then with $2,000? Like that's $20,000. So I don't know if I buy the story that she just got that $2,000 and just up and left, because $2,000 is not that much money. Okay. And they said that she always kept that phone right by her. There is no way. I don't think she would have just dropped that phone like that. I don't. You can just take the SIM card out of it, turn it off and everything. So why would you, drop your phone? So for me, again, I'm thinking either if somebody did pick her up, they clearly could have done something to her, you know, or just like I think that was Tony Baines who said, you know, they could have took her for the baby or something. Who knows? Because, you know, maybe she met somebody online or something, and you know, they convinced her to meet him or her or whatever the case is. She thought it was nice, and you know, that person kidnapped her. I don't know. Or maybe something more sinister happened. Okay, with her parent and her fiance. But I tell you what, when they find out, I'll be definitely here to keep you guys updated on this case. And my prayers are extended out to and for Rebecca and her baby. And I actually hope that she did just up and leave, that she was fed up. Okay, and if something more sinister happened to her, I definitely hope that they find out and put these people in prison where they belong. Okay? So again, my prayers are extended out to Rebecca's family and for her and her baby, and I hope that she's found alive and well. All right? All right, let me take, let's go ahead and go back to this right here. So let me give y'all a little breaking news real quick, and then we're going to do these videos, and then we're going to get out of here, you guys, okay? That's a sad situation right there. It really is. And like I say, every Monday, we're going to cover one or either two missing cases. Okay, missing person cases. I had another one, but I'll give you guys that one next week. Well, maybe even, yeah, next week I'll give you guys that one. Because these cases take a longer time than I expected. And I definitely want to give you guys all the information that I can find. Because you never know who may be watching your videos, you know what I'm saying? So you need to spend some time on these, you know, missing cases instead of trying to do 1,000 of them in one session. All right. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on. And like I said, I'm going to give you guys some breaking news, and then we're going to see these viral videos, and that's going to be it. If I can ever find this, let me stop sharing real quick. Okay. So let's see. I can't even get in my WhatsApp over here. Let's see if I can get in it. I forgot my damn PIN number. There it is. I finally got it. Let me write this down, because my butt knows I forget that number sometimes. Okay. So let's see here what we have. So there was another missing girl who was, there was another little girl, 14 years old, who was missing, right? They actually found her unalive in an RV behind her home. Okay, that's crazy. Let's see here. So this is an Illinois teen. Okay, she was reported missing on Friday, and a suspect who had prior run-ins with the law was charged with unaliving this little girl. Okay, let's see. So Arnold B. Riviere, 43, allegedly unalived 14-year-old Kylie Toberman, who was reported missing in Vandalia around 6:30 a.m. on Friday. Her body was found that afternoon. That's sad. So this is this girl right here. I'll show y'all. Oh man, hate when I hit my elbow. Let's see. So anyway, Zeller wrote that Kylie's legal caretaker would not permit her to see the teen or her two other daughters and lambasted the Department of Children and Family Services. She said, I was young and dumb. I thought I could trust somebody, and now my baby is an angel. I would not shut up or stop till my child gets justice. That's what her mom wrote. So let's see what else. So anyway, I guess her mom, let me see, she said, my baby was so beautiful, intelligent, and caring. It's unclear if the girls were formally adopted or placed in the custody of family members. Zeller also dropped bombs of information about Kylie's living situation and family tree. She clarified that a man who shares Rivia's last name is her daughter's uncle, though it's unclear if the two men are related. Let's see. So Riviera was previously charged with burglary and criminal sexual abuse of a child between the ages of 9 and 16 in 2000. Both charges were dropped in exchange for a guilty plea on separate cases, and he was charged with aggravated battery in a public place. He served 30 months as part of the deal, but was right back in court in 2008 and pleaded guilty to possessing a stolen vehicle. For that, he was slapped with just 24 months probation. Now he's facing charges for first-degree murder, aggravated criminal sexual assault, and concealing a homicidal unalignment. He is scheduled to be arraigned Monday morning at the Fayette County Courthouse. He has been held without bond at the Fayette County Jail. That is crazy. So this man actually abused, let me see, what was he charged? He actually assaulted that little girl as well. That is crazy, man. When I was saying this, when people, do stuff to kids, I tell you they should just be automatically sent to DP. No, DR. They automatically should be sent to DR. That is crazy. Let me see what some of these people are saying in the comment section. Somebody said this is what happens when you continuously slap a criminal on the head repeatedly. The justice system failed big time. I mean, you hear about stuff like this all the time. You know, how they let certain people out, give them probation, and then they end up doing something else, not even later on, like the next week. So, for people to make a big deal about some people who do crimes, but they don't look at these people who do things like this or other serious crimes, and then they give them probation, and then they go out and unalive a child, rape a child, unalive a child. You guys need to talk about these type of people, okay? And stop worrying about these celebrities and what little stuff, the stuff that they do. and worry about these people doing this type of stuff right here. These people still have been talking about this girl's wrestling outfit. See, that's why the show would appeal. Okay. The thing about it, oh my God. Why do people make everything actually? You know what I'm saying? The wrestling outfits are made like that. You know what I'm saying? They can't help, that girls want to wrestle and girls develop and things like that. These freakazoid grown ass men should not even be looking at kids, okay? At all. That's crazy. And that's another thing too. People are PEDOs. You should not have your kids around these type of people. For real, for real. I don't understand all of these people dating people who've been charged with assaulting kids or abusing kids in any type of manner. And some of these women get with these daggone men who do this type of stuff. Just like some of these men get with women who do this. This is crazy. And bring these people around your children or be neighbors with them and y'all be friends. That's crazy. That is crazy. Anyway, my prayers are still out to her family and stuff. My condolences. And hopefully justice is done completely on this dude, Arnold. What was his last name? Riviera, I think. Arnold. Because what he did is plainly just ridiculous and horrible. And it doesn't matter about this girl having on a wrestling outfit or a dress or whatever the case is. She's a child, okay? Grown ass men should not be looking at kids, okay? Point blank. And they definitely should not be doing anything else to them. So y'all start making excuses for some of these PEDO perverted ass men. All right, they shouldn't be even looking at these little girls or anything else for that matter. That's crazy. But they did stuff like this back in the old days too, but it still doesn't make it right. You know what I'm saying? Just plainly ridiculous. Now, let me go ahead and see what else I got. Hey, and may that little girl rest in peace as well. So what time is it? Let me hurry up. We've been on here 1 hour 38 minutes. Let me hurry up. Okay, one more story, and then that's going to be with breaking news. Hold on. So the guy, I don't know if I ever told y'all about the incident that happened, I think last week or the week before that, when a Texas state trooper was involved in a strange incident with a South Carolina player inside the tunnel of Saturday's game at Texas A&M. So I had the video, but I don't want to. It's cute. Let's see. Let me see if I can just tell you what happened. So after South Carolina scored a touchdown late in the second quarter to run up their lead to 26-3, a handful of Gamecocks players ran into the tunnel to celebrate. Cameras caught a Texas state trooper bumping into two of them on their way out of the tunnel, and a brief but heated exchange ensued, during which the trooper angrily pointed at one of the players. The Texas A&M AMM Police Department said in a statement that the state trooper had been relieved of his game day assignment shortly after the now viral incident. And South Carolina coach Shane Beamer thanked the Aggies, I guess that's how you pronounce it, for handling the strange situation the right way and sending the trooper home. So I'm going to show y'all a video in a minute. Let's see. Let me show y'all what he did real quick, okay? Hold on, let me see if I can pull that out. Let's see. I haven't got the video on my thing, but it's on my phone. Let's see. Wait, hold on. Let's see what is the name of this. Okay, let me see if I can put it up like this. So yeah, this is it right here. Okay, let me show y'all.
It's free.
We just pushed him on the side, didn't start hollering at him. I wonder why.
Video shows that trooper walking through the players in a way that looked intentional. He didn't avoid them. He walked directly into them like he wanted contact. He bumped into Nick Harbor and his teammate with zero reason to do so. And you can tell by how fast he turned around, he was looking for an excuse to start something. The moment he made contact, he turned around and pointed at Harbor with both hands, like they the ones who did something wrong. But everybody who saw that clip knows exactly who initiated the situation. The trooper took that one step back, put his hands up, and started talking like he had been disrespected, when really he was the one who caused the whole altercation. And this is the part that bothers me the most because I've seen this before. I've seen officers who can't control their emotions try to flex on young black men because they can. If he's
this dude looks tripped out, but anyway. You said you saw that the state trooper was out of line. So a loser.
bold on camera, what has he done when no cameras were around? How many young black athletes has he tried to check, intimidate, or embarrass in his career without nobody knowing? That's the part that makes you think deeper than the clip itself, because this didn't look like the first time he lost his temper. It looks like a pattern. The Texas Department of Public Safety sent their officer ass home immediately, and they said their inspector general is now investigating what really happened. And that right there lets you know the state knew he messed up, because they don't send you home if you did your job correctly. They sent him home.
He looked like he was mad, though. I'm going to tell you straight up. Let's look at him up closer.
Here's this guy. Now, what in the hell do you think's going to happen? Don't you think maybe you should have? Here's this guy. Now, what in the hell are you?
I don't know why he did that, though. For real, for real. I wonder why did he do that? Let's see. Yeah, see, said something to him.
That has to be done.
That's tripped out, man. So he was sent home, you guys, and they're investigating. So that's a trip. Wow. So, I will let y'all, if I remember, I'll give you an update, see what else happens after that. That was a trip. So anyway, that's it with the viral, not viral, but with the breaking news. I mean, there's so much breaking news, you guys. Can't tell it all. Did y'all hear about New York Jets Chris Boyd? He is in critical condition after a shooting. That was 14 hours ago, so hopefully he's not still in critical condition, but let's see. Anyway, this shooting took place after 2 a.m. on West 38th Street near 7th Avenue. Now, according to police, Boyd was with a group of friends when he got into a heated dispute with the, you know what, GUN man outside Cecil's restaurant. firing twice. The perpetrator shot Boyd in the abdomen. It is unclear if Boyd was targeted or singled out. Then the GUN man reportedly fled the scene in a BMW X6 SUV with a second car, a silver Mercedes-Benz Maybach. We got some money. Also racing away after the shooting. Officials noted that photos from the scene also showed a luxury armored SUV parked outside the restaurant. They said those vehicles sell for up to $300,000. They said Boyd left the restaurant because he thought the vibe inside was off. That's crazy. Okay, so one of his friends claimed that Boyd is all good right now. He is in good condition. He's doing really good. He's a soldier through tough times. He's fine. He's fine. Okay. So they did release photos of a man wanted for questioning too. Okay. So hopefully he's, improved. His friend said he did, but I don't know if that's true or not. Chris Boyd. Let's see. Let's check real quick, you guys. Let's check. I think the Spanish name. Let's see. So he only 29. Let's see. So they haven't updated it since earlier. Yeah, they haven't updated it. So hopefully he is fine now. I don't know for sure. Anyway, my prayers are extended out to him and his family, and hopefully he makes a full recovery and stuff. Okay. All right. So now let's go ahead and see these viral videos, and then we're going to get ready to get out of here. We're not going to look at that many tonight because it's already 2:28 my time, but we will look at a couple. And then we're going to get out of here. Okay. Trying to find my little thing up here, you guys. Hold on. All these daggone notes I'll be having up there. Okay, let's go and check a couple, maybe 5 of them out for real, and then that's going to be it. Okay, let's go up here. We looked at a lot of stuff. Let's look at this.
And so many people still have their minds blown when they see that some businesses are trying to make themselves child-free. Like that just went from, I don't know, a $15 haircut to like a $5,000 haircut. And it's not like dad wasn't watching him. Dad was right there getting his hair done. And the kid was still able to do that. It reminds me of a story several months ago where a restaurant up in New Jersey officially made themselves child-free. They were an Italian restaurant, and they said that this was based on months and months of continuous problems with children, unsupervised children, and parents not watching their children. And it resulted in a lot of damage being done to the restaurant and their servers being put in unsafe conditions with the kids running around, and they were just finished with it. So they decided to make the whole restaurant child-free. And we can talk about, oh, kids will be kids, things happen, sure. But you also still have to keep in mind that that business still has to replace that. It still has to, make up for that damage. Or in the case of like a server accidentally running into your kid because your kid's running around, and let's say your kid falls and gets hurt, the parents are then going to be looking at the restaurant like they did something wrong. Once again, child leashes.
Damn. I don't think the dad saw him, okay? I mean, these type of things do happen, but these kids need to sit down at the same time. I got some breaking news real quick, you guys, and I'll tell you guys more about this tomorrow. But anyway, LA Sheriff's Department is investigating new sexual assault allegations against Sean Diddy Combs. All right, that's crazy. So I'll tell you guys more about this tomorrow. Man, okay. I'll let y'all know about that tomorrow though. Okay, let's go look at the next video. Goodness. Sean Diddy Combs, man. Let's look at this.
Okay, I want you guys to watch what happens here. It gets crazy.
Damn.
Looks like just an accident, right?
But it's not.
Just, she didn't mean to do that. But then she gets out of her car.
Wow.
So I'm thinking now that that's an ex-husband, that's an ex-boyfriend. She caught him cheating or something to that nature. No, she's not going after the man. Watch this.
What's she going after? The woman. Damn, girl. Damn, she beating the crap out that lady.
Now, I cannot find anything on this story. I think I found a quote from the guy who says he did not know either one of those two. But still, what a bizarre incident. What a bizarre story. And whatever that was about, hope everybody's okay. We're living a happy life. Okay, I want you guys to watch what happens here. It gets crazy. Looks like just an accident, right? Just, she didn't mean to do that. But then she gets out of her car.
She did that on purpose.
So I'm thinking now that that's an ex-husband, that's an ex-boyfriend. She caught him cheating or something to that nature. No.
No, them. This is odd, okay? She arguing with the man and everything. Let's get a look at this.
The prime cut of the big green behind me is Ed and Rowdy. If I retreat, I may be hurt, I may be killed.
This man was eaten alive by a bear, and the audio of his final moments still exists. This is Timothy Treadwell, the man people called the Grizzly Man. For years, Timothy lived side by side with wild Alaskan grizzlies like he was part of their family. He walked with them, camped with them. He even reached out and touched them. And somehow they never attacked. Timothy truly believed the bears accepted him. But in October 2003, he made one fatal mistake. He returned to Alaska during the most dangerous time of year, right when the bears were starving and preparing for hibernation. Everyone warned him not to go. But Timothy just said, "The bears know me, I'm safe." He and his girlfriend set up camp in a place known as the Grizzly Maze.
Yeah, this movie right here too. I think the bears ate both him and his girlfriend, if I'm not mistaken.
Weapon, no bear spray, absolutely nothing to protect themselves. A week later, the pilot arrived to pick them up and saw a huge grizzly pacing through their camp. Instantly, he knew something was wrong. Park rangers rushed in and found a scene so horrific they could barely process it. Timothy and his girlfriend had been killed. Their remains were scattered across the site. But then, the rangers found a video camera. The lens cap was on, but the microphone was recording. 6 minutes of audio. 6 minutes of Timothy and his girlfriend fighting for their lives as a grizzly bear tore into their tent. It's considered one of the most chilling recordings ever discovered.
On the prime cut of the big green behind me is Ed.
Yeah, I actually heard that video, man. Oh my God. You see, that's why I cannot be doing stupid stuff. I don't care how much I like somebody or love them. He would have went there by himself. I'm going to be perfectly honest, okay? Goodness. Have y'all ever seen the movie? You ever heard the actual audio? It sounds tripped out. That's crazy. Hey. That is crazy. I like this video.
The prime cut of the big green behind me is.
So let's look at this one right here. Okay.
She was run over by her neighbor because of a feud over trash.
Damn.
Oh my gosh. Wow. So this shocking video was captured from a home camera. Wow. Across the street back on January 5th, Lakeisha Broomfield alleges her neighbor, Sydney Harris, ran into her with her SUV after she used her trash bins during the holidays. Broomfield says she put the trash in her neighbor's trash bin because hers was overflowing.
I'm having some PTSD, a lot of anxiety, a lot of panic attacks. I just want the peace of mind of just like no issues.
Well, Broomfield says this feud with her neighbor has only gotten worse over time. She claims Harris sat branches on her doorstep, threw rocks at her vehicle, and even yelled at her children in the past. Harris was arrested and charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Oof. She claims she only meant to hit the trash bins and not her neighbor. She was run over by her neighbor because of a feud over trash.
Using people trash things. Damn, you know people crazy? Why? That's stupid. Goodness. You said, and he, what did he think right? He thought he was one with them bears got himself eaten up in his girlfriend. When the bears was attacked, I forgot how this story went. If the bears attacked him first, or if they attacked them both at the same time. I can't remember, but you have to look up the story. It's a trip, though.
You're an asshole. You don't care about working people. I'm not talking to you. You don't care about working people. You should be ashamed to show your face around here. A million jobs, great. Who here has a great job? Or is looking forward to finishing school? You really feel like you have a job coming up? You stripped women of access to public health care. Shame on you, Rick Scott. We depend on those services. Rich people like you don't know what to do. When poor people like us need health services, you cut them. Shame on you, Rick Scott. You're an embarrassment to our state. You're an asshole. You don't care about working people. I'm not talking to you. You don't care about working people. You should be ashamed to show your face around here. A million jobs, great. Who here has a great job? Or is looking forward to finishing school? You really feel like you have a job coming up? You stripped women of access to public health care. Shame on you, Rick Scott. We depend on those services. Rich people like you don't know what to do. When poor people like us need health services, you cut them. Shame on you, Rick Scott. You're an embarrassment to our state.
You were $200 million.
Asshole. You don't care about.
This man
Go to
is
hell.
wait a minute. This man is worth $200 million.
Asshole. You don't care about work.
Okay, so I think we watched 5. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we can do 2 more, and that'll be it after that. Okay, let's do this.
Go to hell. Whatever. Oh, and you're black. Pull your pants down. Show them who's boss. Garbage.
You're a bitch.
You're garbage.
Fuck you, goofy.
All of your people improve it every day. Back at ya.
Yeah, you goofy.
You're gross. Go to hell. Whatever. Oh, and you're black. Pull your pants down. Show them who's boss. Garbage.
You're a bitch. Psycho.
You're garbage.
Fuck you, goofy.
All of your people improve it every day. Back at ya.
Yeah, you goofy.
You're gross.
So they just say because they think they're white. They're not white. Shit.
Go to hell. Whatever.
They're not white.
You're black. Pull your pants down. Show them who's boss. Garbage.
I would have cussed her flat ass out, okay? I really would have, right in that airport. I would have told her off right there. Right there. And then there's our pants tore in the back. Let me see.
Down. Show them who's boss.
garbage.
What's that on her page? I'm glad he called. He told her she should be out there.
All of your people improve it every day.
Girl, you are a prime example. I don't even want to say what I was going to say. Shut your ass up and sit your ugly ass down. That's what I would have told her. That's exactly what I would have told her. Shut your ass up and sit your ugly ass down with that raggedy shit you got on. That's what I would have told her, and we've been gone. Time for all that. Somebody says she's not wrong. She is wrong. Let's see what they got up here. I'm glad they put this up here. Look at that. Talking about your people. Okay. Thank you for putting that up there. These people are crazy as hell. Okay, let's see. Let me see what else I want to show real quick. What's going on here? Feel like she absolutely nuts. Let's see.
Mío, señor Simone. En Boy.
Oh, call me bitch all you want, honey. No, yelling I know. Of course you saw the whole thing, bitch. You saw the whole thing. Yeah, you saw the whole thing.
What they did was trying to
the
find
whole thing, sweetheart. Go on, sweetheart. Go. Yeah, go on somewhere, sweetheart. Go. Go get.
What is going on here?
Mío, señor Simone. En Boy.
Oh, call me bitch all you want, honey.
They're not even phased from this white chick of talking to smack. But the thing about it, what did these chicks right here do? Was they messing with the Hispanic girl? Y'all, let's put it like this. We're not going to tolerate any forms of racism, regardless of who it comes from. You know, I don't know what they did or whatever the case is, but just from looking at, you know, the comments, I'm thinking they must have said something to the Hispanic chick, and then the other chick was taking up for the Hispanic chick. That's what I'm guessing. Either case, like I said before, it's just not acceptable. You know what I'm saying? We need to cut this shit out. For real, for real. So let's see what they're talking about.
Welcome to Fuck Around and Find Out, Grandpa. Let's get into it.
I'll knock your fucking face in. Knock my face out if you want. I'm gonna send it for you. You're being recorded live right here, right now.
Yeah? Well, guess what, you little bastard?
Record.
He's absolutely crazy.
You're assaulting me, sir.
Get the fuck away!
This is
Idaho. Go figure. This kid just went into the gas station just to grab a Gatorade. Comes out and then sees this guy. This guy says to come over here. And then this incident happens. But before you say, oh, Stank, I don't think this is racially motivated. Oh, yeah? Watch this.
I didn't do anything. He literally just grabbed me
You're
by the
not
neck.
a local. You're a goddamn immigrant.
Immigrant? Holy shit.
I'd say that's pretty racially motivated. Also considered a hate crime, Grandpa. Here we are.
His ass whooped. Let's keep it.
We knew this was going to happen once this administration was voted back in. These people come out from under the rocks. I'll bet you this guy is 3 times the age as this kid.
Of course, this
guy should know better.
Of course, we got to stop you though, because you got this music playing in the background, even though I'm having to get it out of there. But the thing is, again, it's just racism is just unacceptable. Okay, this old ass man, the kid should have never came over there and see what he wanted anyway. All right, and secondly, he is too damn old. Okay, old ass. He should be worried about where he's going when he passed pass away versus up here being racist and stuff and messing with this kid. That does not even make any damn sense. When you start getting 80, when you start getting 75 years old, you should be concentrating on getting your life right. So when the time comes and it's time for you to pass over, whether you believe or whatever, you just pass into a good place. Okay, versus sitting up here still being stupid. Doesn't even make any sense. All right, so let's see this one.
Exactly what did we say?
I'll just say
Please repeat what we said.
you were talking about sex in public.
What exactly did we say? What exactly did we say?
Because that's how you act.
What exactly did
Are
we
you
say?
having sex in public?
I mean, that's what you.
That's what you screamed out loud. I said that you were having sex in public.
No, that is not what we said.
Where is your hearing aid today, honey? Because you're not hearing real good.
I said, Tara, try this on because this is like something Eartha said. I don't want to be compared to Eartha Kid because
I just don't understand. This is what you guys
That's
do.
what I'm asking. No, that's what I'm asking.
Engage with this woman any longer, please. I want us to stop engaging with this woman.
Let's stop.
Let's have finish with the head.
Let's stop engaging with her, please. Let's stop. Thank you.
That's very clear.
I understand you're an abuser. I understand you're abusive. I understand you're abusive and you make up lies on the spot. I understand. I understand that you're abusive. So let me abusive. Yes, name call me. Call me. Keep telling me. I'm ignorant. Keep telling me. Name call me. I'm gonna write. Should I write it down? Should I write down all the negative things that you guys said about me already in our interaction? No, she's the personal attacks. I didn't realize that personal attacks were normal. I also didn't realize that talking about sex in public was normal. I didn't realize all these things.
And you shouldn't be listening to their conversation, little woman. Okay? Damn, why are you listening to their conversation? They're not talking to you. Shit, I would have cussed her out and been done with. Anybody got time for all that? Shit.
Stop talking, Tab. Stop talking.
Go get some.
Please stop talking to this lady.
Yeah, we have a problem. Yes, ma'am. We were standing here talking, and I made a reference to Eartha Kitt. No,
I can't.
Ma'am, I made a reference to Eartha Kitt, and my friend said, I don't want to be compared to Eartha Kitt because she had sex in the movie. And then she said,
okay, I know you're trained on lying. I know you're trained liar. Yeah, I know you're trained liar. Good job.
We are together.
You're perfect for the court system. You guys should all go to court.
now we're perfect for the court system.
Because you're trained liars.
Can we just? We asked her to move. We said, please leave, and then she attacked us.
Actually, they said they weren't going to leave. They actually said they were going to leave, and when I said good, that I was glad that they were leaving.
Exactly what did we say?
So I'll just say.
Please repeat what we said.
You were talking. Would not even be. Stop. Get out my damn face talking to me, okay? And I would have been done with it. Anybody got time for all that? That's stupid. Goodness. Okay, y'all. So that's going to be it for today. Thanks, Jermaine, for all of these videos tonight. I appreciate that. I hope you guys enjoy them. It just shows us, what's going on in our world today. Like always, racism, violence, and just plain stupidity majority of the time. All right. Let's go ahead and stop this. All right, guys. Oh, man. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this content tonight, make sure you thumbs it up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about that case that we went over tonight, the missing case of Rebecca K. Park. What do you think happened to her? Do you believe her mom and her fiance? Do you believe them? And if so, why do you believe them? And if you don't believe them, tell me why you don't believe them. And again, what do you think happened? Do you believe that ridiculous story? Well, I'm not going to say it's ridiculous, but do you believe the story of the car taking the daughter away and all this other stuff and the $2,000? Let me know in the comments section. And thank you guys again for watching. Thanks to everybody who wishes, everybody who watched this in the replay. And thanks to Jermaine over here and Tony Bands. Oh, man. Okay, let me take this down. And y'all, make sure y'all check out my other videos on YouTube Shorts. My Dollar Tree haul that I just put up, my Country Wayne pre-recorded video reaction that I just did earlier today, and my regular Country Wayne lives. I did 2 of those today. Check those out, you guys. Show me some love and support. You can also check me out on TikTok at Shades Too. And I think that's it. And check out my community board, because I do have polls over there that I do. I'll probably put up one on this live and everything. Again, my prayers are extended out to Rebecca Park. And I hope that she did just leave. I really, truly do. You know, my prayers are for her, actually. And, I hope she's okay, her and her baby. I don't know for sure, but I just hope she is. And all the other missing people out here and stuff. And my prayers also are extended out for the little girl who got unalived, okay? And I hope justice is served 1,000 times over and over and over again against Arnold. I forgot his last name, but I just remember his first name. Okay, the guy who is suspected of unaliving this young 14-year-old girl. Okay, so that's a daggone shame. But anyway, I will keep you guys updated on Miss Park's case, and hopefully it turns out good. All right. So tomorrow is what do I call it? True Crimes Tuesday, and we will have a great crime story to tell you guys. Until tomorrow, or when I do my next video, you guys have a blessed night, a blessed Tuesday, and I'll see you guys in my next video. And don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, and share, and hit the bell notifications. If you watch me in the replay, hype this video up if you see the hype up button. And if you want to donate, you guys, you can donate by doing super sticker, super chat, cash app donation, $, Shades Too, or you can do a membership for $4.99 per month. All right. Other than that, y'all have a blessed night. It's sleep tight and sweet dreams. Let me go take this down and put this other thing back on. We are out of here. If I can find it there, this is it. All right, y'all. Let me go to the. Oh, y'all like this? All right, y'all. So I hope y'all like that. And thank you, Jermaine, for doing that, okay? All right, guys. Have a blessed night.
Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades Too, baby. She back again. Woo! Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shades Too, press replay. You thought I lacked name, back again. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shades Too, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, and somebody hurt. Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with shade. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shades Too, press replay. You thought I left, nah, back again. and laughs all day. Live on Shay's Tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. On Shay's Tube, she back again. Late night with Shay. Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's Tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Late night with Shay. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's Tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Yeah.
Thank you, Jermaine, for saying good live. And you guys again, have a blessed night and thank you for watching. Good night, y'all. Peace out.